Alright, boys, in today's video, we're going to be talking about the outlandish, or maybe not, idea that is the Frieren collab coming to Grand Cross. Now, there's a couple of things to this as to why I'm even making this video. I wouldn't be making this video if I didn't have anything to go off of, which I still don't really, but you'll see what I'm talking about, okay? The reason I'm making this video is a certain person, but also certain things conjoining into one thing and being very annoying to me, so I have to talk about it. First of all, we have first half of the year updates, okay? And in this first half, they're talking about, like, he didn't even say anything about like collabs here. He just goes, yo, while we cannot provide specific details regarding the IP or schedule yet, like we know it's like there's 2 collabs in the first half of the year, bro. Relax. There's not 3 unless it's Annie. Annie's a collab. If it's Frieren, I'm sold. If it's Frieren, I'm sold. Go ahead, bro. Anyway, but where is it? We are actively preparing a brand new collaboration update, and then they'll share more details, and we truly appreciate your continued interest and support for the next collab. They have never done this for anything else in this game, by the way. They've never ever like hyped up something months advance that wasn't like a lie. Like, they've hyped up, yo guys, we're gonna streamline leveling up characters and setting them to 100. Cap, we know they've said this 4 years in a row. They said the same thing about trading cave, and the only thing they've done is add skip tickets if you already like can't skip ticket it. So that's cap. But this is something they can't really cap about. Like, it's going to be a new collab and it's going to be exciting. If, like, obviously the very likely 2 things, maybe 3 things, because I think that 3rd thing is also by them. But the 2 likely things obviously are solo leveling, because they already have a game for it, so it's easy for them to get the rights for it. And also Shangri-La, right? And both of those are big anime, right? I'm surprised Shangri-La is as huge as it is, but it's very big. And solo leveling obviously is the biggest manhwa by far, and it's very cool. I love the manhwa. I didn't watch the anime. I don't care enough. Just read it, bro. It's not better, it's better sometimes. Anyway, but solo leveling huge. Obviously, I don't have to explain how huge solo leveling is, okay? Both of those, honestly, I'd be fine with. Shangri-La less so, because I personally don't care. I know it's big, but I haven't seen it. I want to see it. I've seen people outside the Grand Cross circle like talk about it, so I was like, okay, maybe I should like lock in. Anyway, but Frieren is an anime that is currently collabing with a bunch of games, and I kept joking about Frieren being a collab in Grand Cross. But this Beats guy posting this type of stuff, like, he's given me enough copium to think that we might actually get it. And I will be honest, no bias, Frieren might be my favorite anime of all time by far. I don't think there's a better option than Frieren that's realistic, okay? Obviously my favorite would be Bleach. That's my favorite manga. Or actually, well, the Greyman, okay, relax. But imagine, never. Okay, so realistic option, Frieren is the best thing we can get. I think, you know, because we can't get like JJK and stuff, yeah. So, Frieren would be the best thing we can get. But it's not even close. It'd be the best thing. It also fits so well into like Grand Cross. It's the same setting, right? It's medieval fantasy stuff, blah blah blah, right? Cool, very cool. So that's hype, right? Let's say it's Frieren, okay? And then they also, like, they talked about the same thing again, right? Working on a new collaboration with new worlds you haven't seen yet, so get ready for some fresh, like, bro, like, it's like ChatGPT wrote the shit. But you get it, right? And they're working hard. Okay, now I'm gonna be talking about what a potential Frieren collab is going to look like. Not super in depth. Technically, because it's Frieren, I would have the motivation to make a whole video where I go through each card, pass it, everything, but there's no point. And also, I'm about 7,000 times more creative and knowledgeable about the game than the Grand Cross devs, so anything I would make would be so far from the truth that there's no point, right? I'd just be setting myself up to get disappointed, so that I'm not doing that. But I will be talking about a couple of things. Anyway, they can do something crazy, by the way. Oh my god, when we get to what I think what they can do, it's crazy. Anyway, our development team is working hard, blah, blah, blah. What was I talking about? Yeah, anyway, they've mentioned this new collab twice, okay? It has to be hype. Now, how are they gonna do Frieren and Grand Cross? First of all, we gotta talk about the characters. I actually didn't want to talk about the characters first, but we gotta talk about the characters first, okay? Now, I've got some things pulled up here, and the characters, the 3 characters, it's gonna be 4, but 3 of these surely are these, okay? And then we either get Hime, which would be hype, but we haven't really, I don't know about the manga, right? I'm not sticking to that. We have not seen this guy fight, okay? But Ube is also a fan favorite, and she has fought. We know what she does. She's Sukuna, okay? So we could get her instead of Himmel. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool. I'll be pretty excited for Ubel. I'm actually like, I think I'm like part of the 0.1% that's not a simp for Ubel. I like her. I think she's pretty cool. That's about it. I don't care about her more than that. And that, I think a lot of the other like guy characters are cooler. I think Denken and Len are really cool, but like I'd like to see them, but it's hard to like implement them. Yeah, I also haven't seen much of them, honestly. But yeah, anyway, very cool. Also Aizen, I would love Aizen in the game. And Haita would also be cool, but he'd just be like a cringe support with Lich shield. So honestly, let's not do that. We don't need another shielder. But yeah, anyway, it'd definitely be these three plus one of these. Okay, now I'm leaning towards Uber because we actually like know her moves, and they would give this guy on moveset, bro. They would give this guy pierce single target and wounds, and then he strikes again and does something, right? So I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Okay, and all of these obviously we've seen like fight in, you know, we've seen a lot of their moves. I was gonna say all of their moves, but like Frieren maybe showed us like a fraction of a percent of what you can do, right? So, you know, whatever. There's more to this. The crazy thing they can do is they can cut out Frieren and make Frieren a super boss or a final boss. Right? The way she was in the tournament arc, the mimic, the computer. They could do that. They could do that, and then we get both of these somehow. Oh, bro. Where the... Oh, there. We get both of these somehow. I'm gonna remove this guy. Right? The thing... Yeah, I'll remove him. Or maybe a different character. I don't know. There's a bunch to be fair they can pick from, but like I'm saying there is a world they're not gonna do this, and that's why I say it's crazy. But they could just make Frieren a final boss. They can still do it with this, and then just have her be playable at the same time. But I'm just saying that's a route they could do. And even though I wouldn't want it, if they did it, I wouldn't be mad, because I'd be like, wow, that's very brave. Doing a Frieren collab about Frieren. But anyway, also I like how I say almost every character's name, the real name, the German name. But Frieren, I say the way English people say it. I don't know. It's just like I never looked at her name as the German word Frieren, so in my head I just say it like Frieren. I say it like the, you know, like wrong technically, so to speak. Anyway, these are the characters. Okay, now what they do, like in a bigger sense, I think Stark would just be a tank and taunt, like a taunt, tank, revive, something like that, along those lines. Okay, because the whole thing that he learned from Aizen is the one that wins back up is not the stronger warrior, but the one that gets back, like it keeps getting back up when the other person doesn't, right? So he'd just be some sort of like, he has 17 revives, 500 HP or something, hits really hard. Because Aizen was afraid of that guy's strength. When he held Frieren, she was afraid of his strong arms. When he didn't even like he didn't even like do anything to her. Anyway, he'd be really strong, right? Fan would be like, she'd definitely just have the one. She'd have Zoltrak and a shield, and that's it. And Frieren, they can go crazy on. They can give her all sorts of things, right? So I don't know. That's up to them. I'm not gonna think about the kid. Uber, bro, 2 sever cards, and or cleave. I don't know, but whatever they want to do. But she just slashes people, right? Or maybe the binding spell, maybe, but not much like crazy stuff. Himmel again, he's gonna be unskid. Whatever they cook up for them, okay? I trust them to cook up something that's gonna be interesting, if they do them. But let's talk about the characters. Let's talk about what they actually need to do in game. Okay, now they said in them dev notes themselves that I closed. No, I have them. It's this. They said where is it? Our development team is working hard to deliver even more special collaborations content. Okay, more content for the collabs. All right, now we did get more content during Tower of God, but that wasn't really anything special. And it's a new collab. What I want to expect from them, putting in more effort, is at least as much as the old collabs. Okay, like the first KOF, the first Slime, the first Stranger Things, bro. Right, like that. I want at least that much from them. At least, okay? I need story. Okay, write a damn story. Okay, you can do very cool things with Merlin talking to Frieren about being a mage. Very cool things. And Lilia, since she's the one that opens like the portal to collabs or something. You can do that. You can do Escanor and Stock, you know, duking it out, something like that. You can do a lot of stuff. Okay, so they better do story. They better do story. And also, I don't want story to be like, oh, here's 4 little things on the world map. You go through, you fight 2 enemies, boom, done. And then there's like a boss you can fight, like a raid, which it should be a raid as well. Maybe that's the Frieren, and then the final boss is something else. But anyway, and what they should do 100% is this. We should get a location we can go to where we do stuff, like in the ReZero collab, where we actually have like a bunch of new locations. And we can talk to NPCs here, which this place unfortunately is lifeless, and like you can talk to bot, I think, only. And the talking is this: they could have at least made it so you cook food here, or you can buy food from any town here, the bare minimum. But the Grand Cross devs, they haven't hired me yet, so they're still stuck on like 0.5% brain of a average chimp. But let's go back to this. What they need to do, an open area like this, that is the boom, royal capital. Okay, now I know it's hard for them to make a whole royal capital. Okay, obviously, I mean, doing you know, anything more than recycled assets is difficult for them, although they could recycle this genuinely. They could just do like chapter 6, just recut this town, like add a building here from somewhere else, boom, you got it, bro. Okay, what they can also just do is let us sit outside the capital in front of the gate, and we just talk to old man Hibble there or something, right? And he gives us something, right? And they talk about some sort of dragon horn, and then Meli is like, oh my god, I'm a heckin' dragon, and they talk about that, right? Something like this needs to be part of the collab. Okay, I think if we don't get that bare minimum, I'm gonna lose it. Now also, in this area, we need to get something like this, okay, that they did for the shit ass Maeve thing no one asked for, where they did this, like, this sleep paralysis demon ass cutscene of these 4 freaks doing something that resembles dancing, and it was on big screen, everything. They showed the actual band up there, right? They showed these disgusting freaks, speaking of disgusting, doing this dance. We need this in game with Frieren, but it's the meteor shower. Okay, you go, you walk like slightly outside the city. Okay, maybe it's like connected to a different location, right? Maybe it's like, oh my god, now you go here. Okay, and then you walk up this hill, you click a funny button. Okay, imagine that right there is the hill over there. Yo, this game success. Let me walk up. Right, you walk up here, like let's say these stairs are like a hill. I'd go up here, I click the funny button that plays a cutscene, and I get to watch a meteor shower of the boys. Okay, and make it so it's like multiplayer and you can be there with your guildmates or something. Okay, so people can like enjoy it together. Once they can enjoy it together, okay? Because people will not want to do it more than once, but it's cool. It's Frieren. Let people, you know, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good show. Maybe put some effort into it, and they've been hyping up their effort. So that's something. And then there's one more thing. Oh yeah. So the way they can end off the thing, or the way they can make it more seem like Frieren like, is the story mode has this tournament as well. Where Merlin fights for her mage classification. Okay, and it's like a 3-3, right? So use 3 units versus 3, and they can literally just like redesign the KOF HUD and make it Frieren instead, like Frieren themed. So instead of like arcade stuff, it's like medieval like style and everything. And you go with your team, you fight other teams, right? Like everyone's trying to compete, right? Like you have like Vivian or something have a team, like different mages in Grand Cross. There's enough. And then at the end you fight like Frieren, Fern, Stark. Okay, and once you beat them, you get to pick your free character, because you're talking to Zeria, and she lets you pick she grants you the wish of picking a free character. Okay, now they could make this any character if they want to be based, or they can just make it like the free character. Okay, I'd assume if it's these 3 plus Uber, then it would be Stark, unfortunately, right? I think they're all deserving of being worth 900 gems. Okay, but I will say, if they're going to make one free, it's going to be the dude. Okay, that they can't sexualize. Right, like Frieren is going to get some disgusting ass outfits. Fan is going to get some disgusting ass outfits. Uber is gonna get some. Oh, actually, I can see her. They're gonna give them these like this fuck ass casual attire. But I think I'm actually not opposed to it. They're gonna give him this shit, bro. Also, race-wise, Frieren is unknown, so that's pretty fire. I guess for some people. Where's a Attack on Titan character? Let me go on. I'm looking for Mikasa essentially. Yeah, they can give her this fuck ass outfit, like one of these for Uber. If they do it right, it could look good. Okay, but other than that, I guess they actually like did not click on the Attack on Titan outfits. Like they sort of did, but like not really. Anyway, that's the bare minimum that I require from them, right? Require bare minimum, and I want more. Okay, I'm asking for too much. I am, if we compare it to what they've done so far. But if they're hyping this up so much, and it's a new collab, and they want to make me happy, and they want to put a smile on my face, and they want to be worthy of making a damn Frieren collab, then this. If it's solo level collab, give us a story. Give us a final boss where it's like better or something, and then that's it, bro. I'm good, bro. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Solo level is cool enough. I can just like, you know, I don't really care about enjoying the solo leveling world in my Grand Cross, but if it's Frieren, you better fucking put some effort into it. All right. But yeah, that's it. I don't know, let me know your thoughts. I just want to yap about this because Beats like is in my head and I can't get him out. He does look very good now. Maybe that's part of it. But yeah, good job.